Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this Move, Sweat, and Suffer podcast with your host, Joe Hotai. And I'm privileged today to have one of the members of the Gainbros, Mr. Augusto de Oliveira. Sorry, did I say your name right, brother?
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct, Joe.
Augusto de Oliveira Jr., I should say. So
Yeah.
it's great to have you on the podcast, man. You're coming to us. Well, I'll let you explain. Whereabouts are you at the moment, bro? Whereabouts are you based?
I'm in the Bronx, New York,
Bronx, New York.
USA, the good old Bronx.
Awesome. And are you born and raised there in the Bronx in New York?
Born and raised in the Bronx my whole entire life.
Cool. And I guess just a bit of obviously we'll get to your training and what you guys do and putting out work and doing all that good stuff and setting a great example within the community, not only burpees but push-ups and pull-ups and dips and all sorts of stuff. But it'd be really cool just to know a little bit more about you and your family situation and that sort of stuff and where you are. So in the Bronx, born and bred there. And so for you, family, have you got a family, wife and children and
Yeah, actually, I'm 40 years old.
yeah,
I've been with my wife since I was 17 years old.
man,
We
awesome. High
met in
school high
high
school
school,
sweethearts. Yep.
and my daughter is 19 years old, and my son is 16 years old. She's in college right now, and he's in high school.
Beautiful, man. Awesome. And are you planning on having more children?
No, man.
Why not? Why not?
You know why? My first child I had when I was 20 years old.
Yep.
So I didn't really have like a young adult life
Yeah.
because I went from high school and I was a parent.
Mm.
So I spent my life being a parent. So now I'm 40 years old and my kids are grown. I have time to be in the park all day.
Yeah.
I could get up and do anything I want. My kids
Yeah.
don't really. I used to go to the park with my son all the time, but
Yeah.
now he's riding bike. He don't really have the same time to accommodate me. But now he could beat me in basketball, so he
Is
comes
that
back
right?
outside.
Right. Okay. He's beating you in basketball now, eh?
Yeah.
And your sweetheart, what does your wife do?
She works in Montefiore, and I guess it's coding. It's like medical billing she does.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Awesome. And how
Yeah.
long's she been doing that for?
She's been doing that for several years now. I would say like about 7, 8 years she's been doing that.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
she's very good at it because when she was working from home, I got to see it in person.
Yeah.
So she knows what she's doing. I can't knock her. So shout out to her for tolerating me.
Yeah, our wives do put up with a lot and stuff, eh? What is your sweetheart's name, if you don't mind me asking? If you
Her
don't,
name is Natalie.
Natalie. Shout out, Natalie. Thank you for
Yeah, what's up,
tolerating Gusto.
Natalie?
And your daughter, what's your daughter studying in uni?
She's an English major,
Yeah.
and she's trying to get her master's to become a teacher.
Awesome.
And she's doing
Awesome.
very well. She's about to finish her first year, and she's a RA, so we're trying to get some free dorm.
That's beautiful. That's awesome. And sorry, what does a RA mean? She's an RA.
It's like a resident or residential assistant.
Oh,
So she
sweet.
assists with the dormitory needs and things like that.
Yeah, nice. Awesome. Oh, that's cool. And your son, he obviously likes basketball. Is that
He likes basketball, but his real game is football, and he's an expert chess player, actually.
is that right?
Yeah, he's amazing at chess. I don't stand a chance. In fact, he stopped playing with me because it's not
Too
fun for
easy.
him. Yeah, it's not even fun for him to play me anymore.
Oh wow. So hang on. That's cool. There's some cool stuff there. I'm sorry to sidetrack a bit, but your son, what did you say, is an expert chess player?
My son is very, very, very good.
And so does he compete in like different tournaments that
And
happen?
when he was in about, it might have been like the fifth grade or something like that. He was
Yeah.
my daughter was on a chess team,
Right.
and she went to the chess club, and they let him play, and
Yep.
he won two medals.
Far out.
So he's that good. He's amazing.
Wow. That is awesome,
you
man.
know.
Very,
And
very cool.
also, he played football. I coached one of his football teams. We won a championship. He
Oh,
played football 3 years. All 3 years, he won a championship. So he doesn't even know what it is to lose yet.
far out.
You know,
Wow.
he's
That's
so I'm
awesome.
very proud of my children.
Yeah, as you should be. And that's great to hear. It's really nice to hear. I just had a good conversation with Tony Hands, still in the game, the 57-year-old. You might have seen some of his stuff. But
Yeah, I've seen some of his stuff.
yeah, it was cool to hear him. Just like you, he's very proud of his children. And it's really nice to hear. I was like, it's great to hear parents acknowledge and speak about their children. So yeah, that's nice to hear you speak about that, man. That's cool. Can you just give us, so what's your heritage, Augusto de
Well,
Oliveira Jr.?
my genetics are Brazilian, but my attitude is
Ah.
Puerto Rican.
Okay, now you need to. Do you speak? Is the language the same? Portuguese and Puerto Rican, is it the same
It's
or
similar. It's
similar?
similar, but I don't understand enough of either.
Oh, okay, okay.
My father is Brazilian, and
Yep.
he speaks many languages. And
Wow.
my mother's Puerto Rican, and she speaks no nonsense.
So the genetics are Brazilian and the attitude is Puerto Rican.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So the no nonsense comes through from mum's side.
From my mother. My mother doesn't play games.
That is awesome, and that's great to hear. And so they immigrated, moved to we're at the Bronx in New York.
Well, my mom is from the Barrio, which is Spanish Harlem. And my father migrated to America when he was about 12 years old.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. And
And for him, he didn't even speak English
yeah, I was going to
when he
ask.
came to America.
Wow.
So, he had a crazy life, that
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, man. And so do you understand the language better than you speak it? Is that what you mean when you?
I understand Spanish because everyone in my house speaks Spanish.
Wow. Okay.
Like I'm the only person, my daughter speaks Spanish. I'm the
Yeah.
only person and I never like to speak Spanish just because I sound like I don't speak Spanish. So I don't even try because I sound,
It doesn't sound natural to you.
yeah. I'm already so light skinned that me not speaking Spanish well, I was just uncomfortable. So I could understand
Yeah.
enough to get out of an emergency situation.
Nice, nice, awesome. Oh, hard case. And hey, so does your wife train with you sometimes as well, or no? She does her own thing, does her work, and does
Nah,
her
she
own
doesn't
training.
like to train with me.
Yeah.
I go too hard. I don't know how to.
Yeah.
I don't know how to tone it down. So
Fair
she,
enough.
she she works out and she trains
Yeah.
when there's a wedding coming up, and she trains harder than me if there's a wedding coming up.
That is hard case. Awesome. And what about, say, I know your son, football, obviously chess, basketball. Your daughter, what sports does she like to play?
My daughter did everything. I was like an assistant coach on her softball team. She played
Oh,
basketball. She's about to play soccer in college.
man.
She does. She's
Everything.
one of those children that attempts everything,
That
and
is
I love
awesome.
that. She'll try anything, and if she don't like it, she won't do it again. But she'll give it an opportunity.
Yeah.
So by doing that, she's uncovered so many
Yeah.
abilities.
100%.
So she represents gains very well.
Yeah, that is awesome. That's great to hear. And obviously, where does that, are you the sort of person, you and your wife, where you guys like to give something a good try, a good shot first before making a decision? Do you think the children get it from you guys there, or?
I think my daughter's braver than all of us.
Sweet, fair enough.
You know, I won't say I'll try anything,
Yeah,
but I can't say no to a challenge. So if I get called out
nice.
on something, I'm just gonna try.
Yeah, awesome.
So but I won't do anything. Like I can't get on stage and sing. My daughter will get on stage and sing.
You could get on stage
You know.
and speak in Spanish.
I won't even speak Spanish to myself. It's embarrassing.
No, that's cool, man. This is awesome. It feels like oh man, I don't know what it is, but it just feels like catching up with somebody that I haven't. Even though this is my first time meeting you, it feels like I'm catching up with somebody that I just haven't caught up with for a while. So thank you for making time, bro. I want to maybe shift a little bit into your training specifically, and the channel. So can you just give us a bit of background about the Gainbros channel, the other two guys that are part of it with you, and how you guys came about to decide to put this out there, to create your channel, which is awesome, by the way, and start putting up the content that you guys do. Can you give us a bit of a background and story on that, please?
It depends how deep you want me to get with it, you know?
I guess. Oh, okay. Let's. When did it start? Who came up with the idea for the three of you to go, hey, you reckon let's do this?
It started like that because we was always in the park working out anyway.
Yep.
So we used to just kind of joke about it, like we should just start a YouTube channel. Like we just start a YouTube channel. But we never did it. We were just talking crap. But during the pandemic, I was just, let me just upload some videos.
Yeah.
And I started a channel. It's called Chronicles Augusta, where I was just gonna chronicle my progress, for documentation purposes. And I showed Ray, that's Action Jackson, and he was like, "Bro, we just been talking about this. What's going on?" So so then it was Chronicles Augusto and Ray, and then we spoke to Joe, and he's like, "Yo, what's going on? We're doing this together." So then it was Gainbros.
Awesome, that's awesome.
So it was just you know what. We're working out anyway.
Yeah.
Like we're not making a video is the only thing that changes is we're hitting a red button. Either way, we're doing the exact same thing anyway. So
brilliant. And so how long before so obviously they saw your channel, you let them know about your channel. What was the sort of time frame before the three of yous, Action Jackson and Joe and yourself, obviously, and then
a day, maybe.
A day. Oh, wow. That happened quick.
Yeah, it was very immediate. We was all on board and ready.
And so how long before then had you guys been talking about in the park we should start a YouTube channel but didn't do it? Do you remember the sort of time frame that passed?
For several months.
Yeah, right. Okay.
We were just, it was just talk.
Pre-COVID, pre-pandemic.
Pre-COVID. But then during the pandemic, I guess it was more boredom.
Yeah.
Like I need an activity. Yeah. I'm sitting on my hands. So it became something to do. And then it became something I enjoyed. And then it became even bigger because I had a friend named Joey he was almost 400 pounds. And he was inspired by the channel. And he started working out. We started posting him. And he dropped like 50, 60 pounds. So that really touched me because I was like, it did something. Yeah. So no matter what happens with the channel, it did that. And that meant a lot. So I felt it was successful at that point.
That is awesome. That's so cool to hear, that a bunch of guys, you and your friends, talking about it, then got to the stage, actually took action and implemented it, whether it was due to boredom or whatever, or needing to do something. But the outcome and the success of that to be able to impact even just one person's life. And I know it's impacting more because there's a great amount of people that follow you. And like I mentioned to you, I came across your channel through Osiris, Derek Towers, shout out to him. But
shout out to Osiris, who's actually Gainbros, California.
Well,
he represents Gainbros in California.
Nice.
And he did his first muscle up.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure he shouted you guys out for that, didn't he? When he got that, because of the tips and the support from you guys and that you guys are giving him. So that's awesome. He's a great man.
Yeah.
So
we're batting 100%, teaching people how to muscle up.
Wicked. That is awesome. Well, we're going to definitely talk about that and come into that and get you to speak about how that's come about. And I just want to just finish off the last little bit of what I was mentioning about you and the channel, and just the fact that you can help and have a positive impact on just one person's life makes it all worth it. And the opportunity for me and for the rest of this community, not only burpees, but people that are into fitness and sort of the no frills and no, what's that Puerto Rican side? No messing about. What was it again?
I don't remember. She don't mess around.
She doesn't
though.
mess around like that. You don't need to have a lot of stuff. and just no messing around and getting it.
No
No nonsense.
nonsense.
That's it. No
No
nonsense. And
nonsense.
just getting into it is a powerful thing, and evidence of that through the work that you're doing, and obviously people like Iron Wolf and all that sort of stuff, which will probably come up in this podcast too. But now coming back to you and the channel, thank you for giving us some background around that. Did you guys have a vision or a plan about what you expected to see from your channel at all, or was it no?
No, no, and we still
Yeah,
don't. We still don't. We enjoy allowing it to organically evolve into whatever it naturally becomes.
awesome, awesome. And where do you guys? How does your who comes up with the ideas for the training sessions, or what you're going to post, or what you're going to do for on a day-to-day sort of thing?
It depends what hurts. You know, like
Yeah.
what doesn't hurt. You know, if my chest doesn't hurt when we're doing push-ups.
I like it. I like that. Yep. Whatever doesn't hurt. I'm going to do those.
Hurt what doesn't
Yeah.
hurt.
There you go. There's a program for you, those listeners out there.
There you go.
Give that program a whirl. I like that. That's cool. And so how do you guys piece all this together? Because I know you guys do I don't know whether the term is collaborations or whatever, or the videos where you guys are on. Is that just who organizes that, and is that a certain time? Because I noticed that there's times where you're not all of yous together. There's different sessions and that sort of thing. So do you guys sort of schedule that as best you can once or a couple of times a week, or?
We wing
Yeah.
it. Generally, I work 5 to 1. You know, so after 1, I come home, I pick up my son, I do whatever I have to do, and then I'm at the park. Whoever is available comes through.
Nice, gotcha.
On the weekends, then we can be a little more liberal. Like if we gotta go to Jersey to meet
Yeah.
Joe or whatever it is. But on the weekdays, generally in the afternoon. The weekend is early in the morning, and whoever can make it, and that's how it goes.
Awesome. And what's that trip like? What's your distance like when you say if you got to travel to Jersey to meet Joe? What's that distance like from where you are in the Bronx in New York? And that's
It's a little more than a half
oh
hour, but
yeah,
the miles are
yeah.
short, but it's like New York miles. So it could take me an hour and a half to get to his
Oh
house.
right,
It could take and coming back because of traffic, going over the George Washington Bridge.
gotcha.
So and for him too to come to the Bronx, but sometimes he's in Brooklyn, so we could link up in Brooklyn, or
Yeah,
we work it out how we could work it out. But everybody's an active father, and so people are busy, so we just fit it in when available.
awesome. That's cool to hear. Good to hear. And how often do you? Because I notice, and we can see. I know you do a lot of training and stuff in your home. Is that in a garage? Or is that in a room where you've got your equipment and stuff set up there?
Yeah, I have a room. I just have a room where I have a rack to do pull-ups, and I just acquired a lot of weights
Yeah.
and stuff. And now, I have more stuff that I need. I have more than
It's your own little sanctuary, training sanctuary.
yeah, it's the Gaines
Gaines
Cave.
Cave. I like it. That's awesome. And how often do you get out, or do you have a set plan, or again, is that just winging it in terms of the weather's nice, so I'm going to head to the park?
Yeah, I think Rob Simpson, he actually said it the other day, and I agree with it. It's like life gives you deloads
Yeah.
anyway. Like sometimes you don't have time to
Yeah.
work out. So that's when my rest day is.
Nice.
So when I come home, I intend on going outside, and I'll go outside in bad
Yeah.
weather too. But if it's cold outside and nobody's coming out, I'll probably work out at home.
Nice. Awesome. There's something about, I haven't been in that, like here in New Zealand, we don't have parks set up like what you guys have got there. Well, I've not come across them. We've got pull-up stations, and you've got the different height bars, and you've got the specific dip bars and stuff. Like there's playgrounds and stuff here but designed specifically for children with the slides and all that sort of stuff, and little monkey bars, and they're a little bit different to these days to what you guys have over there. And when I see that, what's that environment like for you when you go there? You turn up and you see some people there just putting in work. Does that help add a little bit of fire and fuel to help you get ready and pumped up to train, or do you find that it's just sort of naturally there anyway, and you're going to get into it yourself?
No, when for me
Yeah,
personally, let's if I'm in the park, right? And especially if
yeah,
I'm by myself. If I'm in the park and I'm working out by myself and somebody comes into the park to work out, in my brain I'm already saying to myself, all right, he has to leave
yeah,
before me.
yeah, yeah.
You know? I can't be
Before
done
him, yeah,
before him. So in my mind I'm in competition with everybody. They don't even know.
yeah.
You know? If he goes into if he's moving fast, I start moving fast. You know, and I think a lot of people are like that. You know, in New York, it's like you come into the park. All right, I see you. You know, you do
Yeah,
your thing, I do my thing. But you
that,
know, I'm gonna show out a
yeah.
little bit, and so are you.
That's like that.
You know, and sometimes you guys become friends because
Yeah,
of
I
that.
bet. It looks like a nice little community actually, and a good friendships there. And I was just gonna say, listening to you speak, sounds like that Kobe Bryant Mamba mentality. He definitely, that's what he was like. He would be there at the court practicing, putting up shots beforehand, and this was pre-game. And then one of the guys came in, one of the opposite team, forget the player's name, and then he was putting in work. Kobe had already been there, he was already drenched in sweat, and then the guy finished his and then left, and then Kobe left after he had gone. And he asked him after, how come, why didn't you leave? Like, and he goes, once you turned up, I wasn't going to leave before you left. So just hearing you speak about that reminded me of,
Yeah, so that's
yeah.
exactly how I feel.
And I like,
So shout out
I
to
like how
Kobe.
you mention I'm in competition with them in my head and they don't even know, and that's cool to hear because yeah, I think we all do that. Like we see people and yeah, they move faster. I'm gonna try and move faster and those sorts of things. So thanks, Rick. Thanks for sharing
Absolutely.
that.
And I'm honest. When I
Yeah.
lose, I you know I go and shake his hand. You know, say good game.
Yeah,
You
you
got
got
it.
it this time. You got it this time. That's cool, man. And so I like hearing a bit so far about the channel and the growth, and organically it'll become what it becomes, which is cool. And the support that you have within the community and the support that you give as well to the community. So I just want to get to that piece. Was burpees originally going to be a core part of the Gainbros channel, or was it originally pull-ups, push-ups, the muscle-ups, dips, and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I've been ducking burpees for a long time, but I was just so inspired by the burpee
Mm,
community. So even though we didn't really do
yeah,
burpees like that, just watching the burpee community, you know, it makes me want to do burpees. So now burpees is part of the lifestyle just because I've just been so
awesome.
inspired by
Yeah,
people on YouTube.
that is cool. And who? Here's a question for you then. Who was one of the first burpee channels or practitioners that you saw? Was it Iron Wolf for you as well, or was it somebody else?
No, I wasn't. I learned about Iron Wolf through other
Oh
smaller
wow!
channels. I was inspired by Burpee Yoga Uncle,
Oh, he's
um,
awesome.
um, Osiris, obviously,
Yep. Yeah.
Tavita Kafu.
Oh man, yeah. Our Tongan brother. Yeah.
Yeah, God, there's so many. I hate to miss I'm talking about in the beginning, you know? There
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
called
I know
Fit
what you
Dad
mean.
Darby.
Oh wow.
He
Fit
doesn't
there,
post
Darby. I haven't heard
anymore.
that one. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Um, Melon Chicharon,
Oh man, she's a machine.
you know? And I learned
Yeah.
about Iron Wolf and Burpee King through them.
Through them. Yeah.
And so many
Gotcha.
others. You know, it pains me to leave out so many people that I follow because I'm only thinking about
Yeah.
people back then when I started doing burpees,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
No,
know?
that's cool. That because that was the question anyway in terms of what how you came across it, and so that's great to hear, and I'm sure there's many others as well, and they'll know that, and so yeah, sometimes it's hard, particularly when you're on the spot or having a conversation and then try to recall all of that data. So, that's cool, bro. And it's really nice that you're able to mention some of those names that you do remember at this time. And then we'll probably finish the conversation. Then you'll go, oh man, I could have mentioned that person.
I
and
know.
and her and him.
I'm already kicking myself.
No, all good. And that's cool. So I like hearing that about the burpees because, I enjoy them too. So how do you incorporate burpees into your training? Is it a daily thing? Is it a few times a week thing? Is it a certain time of the day? How does that work for you?
I started incorporating them more as like a warm up.
Yep.
So
Gotcha.
like I'll just do like 100 to get the blood flowing, and I started doing that more often. But then I started wanting to do more than 100.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lou Dog I was following him with his burpees. But
Awesome.
so now I try to do them like once or twice a week, but like focused on it.
Yeah.
And then I try to incorporate. My favorite workout would be burpees into muscle ups, like burpee muscle up, muscle up, burpee muscle up, and it's such a brutal workout.
Yeah.
So.
Even just the burpee pull-up is a brutal workout. So, excuse me.
I don't think I've ever done that.
So to do a burpee muscle up, man, and what are you whacking out there in terms of reps wise? What do you set as the target? 100?
Generally 100, but whatever I can do sometimes. Sometimes I can't even do 100, so I'll do whatever I can do. But 100 is generally the goal because, 100 muscle ups in itself. Becomes
just by itself.
Taxing.
100%. And it's cool listening to you speak because I think, I just do 100, but I think of, there's so many people out there that would just have their mind blown by what you're doing 100 burpees by itself and you're doing 100 muscle ups, combining the two together. So it's always interesting to me when I speak with people like yourself and other people within the community when they mention these numbers, and then I'll either get a text or a message or hear from a friend. They go, man, you were talking to so-and-so, and they're just casually talking about how they whack out 200, 500, 1,000 or whatever it was. And, but yeah, it's quite mind-blowing for people. And so do you get people come up to you guys on the street when you're in the parks? People that maybe are curious or that are unsure or don't know where to start. Do you get many of those people come up to you guys in the parks and ask for advice?
It's more fulfilling when it's young men that come up to us, and that's kind of how we got so close with Training Day Network and Mel.
Gotcha.
Because he was a young man working out and he was doing muscle ups, and we was in the park doing muscle ups, and at the time he thought that was his park and I thought it was my park. So we had to go head to head, and then we became. Ray just texted me; he didn't see the link.
Oh, okay.
And then we became close like that. So yeah, we definitely meet people through working out, and young men. Most especially, I prefer because you can influence their mind through physical activity. Because I believe that your physical activity is more of a representation of your mentality. So when you go into the park and you're thinking something is too much or it's too difficult, and so I'm not even going to try, then that's your brain and you're not going to try at life. So if you're willing to fail, or if you're willing to just fight to finish, no matter how ugly it is, you're going to be all right in real life because that's how you think and that's how you move. So that's the lesson that I try to teach young men. You can't really teach older people stuff. They're not trying to hear it. Now we're just, working out. Yeah. But for a young man, I feel like through calisthenics, most especially, you get to deliver that message. And the believability when you see somebody doing something that they think is incredible, because when I look at what I do, I'm not impressed because there's so many people doing so much better.
Yeah.
But to someone else, people think that we're doing something great, but to us, we're just trying to be better.
Yeah. Man, that's awesome. I really connect and resonate with your words of what you've just shared there, and that mindset piece and that approach into no matter how ugly it looks, and getting that work done and trying it and pushing ourselves, all of that does, as you mentioned, does cross over into the real world, everyday life and challenges and things when they pop up. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. Sorry, now you mentioned Ray got the link or hasn't got the link.
Yeah, he didn't get the link, he said. Okay.
Oh, no,
Oh,
I
here
got
we
you.
go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, got you. So no, you're all good. So I've sent him that link. Sorry, bro, I missed out the R the first time. So anyway,
It's all good.
he should have that and he can join in when he gets here. Where was I? Oh yeah, so I was thanking you for talking about that and the mindset piece and reaching out and helping the young men. So I want to come back though. He thought it was his park. You thought it was your park. So he had to go head to head. So who won?
Oh, he got annihilated. I smoked him. Smoked his boots. He wasn't ready.
Awesome. Not ready. What was the what did you go head to head on? Muscle ups, pull ups, or everything?
Yeah, it was muscle ups. We were doing
Muscle-ups.
muscle ups and pull ups, and then we did our first workout. Our first workout was a challenge from Majors.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it was 5 Navy SEAls, 5 pull ups, 5 squats,
Yep.
100 times or something like that.
Awesome.
That was our first workout, and he didn't give up, man.
Yep. Kept going. Nice. And how old is he, Gusto?
He's 22. His birthday's in a few days, and then like
Ah,
20 days or something like that. He has
yeah.
to do a 30 clip on pull-ups.
Yeah.
Now he's under pressure because it's public.
That's
I
awesome.
could have kept it to myself, but you know what?
Yeah,
Let's throw it out there.
Good for him. It's good for him. Mentally, physically, it's going to help push him along, keep him accountable. And that's cool. Like, he's nowhere near his prime. 22, man, plenty of time.
Yeah, he's
That's
not even
awesome.
close, and
Yeah,
he's progressed tremendously.
that's brilliant.
And he's a very impressive young man. So anybody who's watching this, go check out Training Day Network.
Training Day Network. Yep. I'll make sure I add that into the notes too. Training Day Network. Training. Awesome. And so let's talk a bit about, is there any, before Jackson gets in on here, before Ray gets in on here, is there any dirt on Ray before he jumps on?
Dirt on Ray. He doesn't muscle up anymore.
He doesn't?
Ask him why he don't muscle up anymore.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, cool. What other questions should I ask him about? I've got that. Why doesn't he muscle up anymore? Anything else?
No, he actually he has a busy life. He works hard.
Yeah.
He got his daughters, and he struggles with some pain in his bicep,
Oh, okay.
but he doesn't complain about it. He continues to work. He probably works out more than us because whenever he works out with us, when we're done, he goes to the gym.
Oh, far out.
Like he works out more than all of us, and he really taught me a lot about calisthenics.
Yep.
When I first started working out, I was about maybe 120 pounds. And I used to work out with Joe.
Yep.
And Joe would take me to the gym. And he would work out with me. And no matter how strong he was, he didn't make me feel inferior or that I didn't belong. He just kept working out with me and challenging me. And of course, I would ego lift, so I would do my best. But
Yeah.
he could lift anything in the world. And then I would work out with Ray, and he would do calisthenics. So I was working out with Joe in the gym
Yep.
and working out with Ray doing calisthenics. And Ray and Joe were working out together on their own too.
Man.
You know, so all of us have a different relationships. Like I have a relationship with Joe. I have a relationship with Ray.
Yep.
Joe has a relationship with Ray. And then we all have a relationship. So that's why it's really cool how we get along,
That is.
you know?
Yeah, that is
But
really cool.
Joe definitely helped make me strong. And Ray taught me a lot about calisthenics
Yep.
and put me onto a lot of the culture of calisthenics.
Nice.
So both of them were great influences on me personally.
Yep. And how did you guys connect? Did you guys connect through work or through family, or did you just grow up together? What was the...
Well, we worked together, but Ray also lived up the block from me, and I didn't know.
Oh, right.
So it was very easy for us to work out
Yeah,
and
yeah.
connect because we lived up the block. Now he lives far away.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, gotcha. And so the calisthenics part, who from that side of things, was Ray your first introduction to calisthenics, or was it through others and their channels or whatever?
I was always into sports,
Yeah.
and right. So when I was a little kid, there was this dude named Puff,
Puff.
and he would go to the park when I would play basketball. And I was like a young teenager, and he would always work out. And he was, super brolic, but he would always do chin ups. But he never taught us anything. He would just work out, and we would watch him,
Yeah.
and he was like amazing. So when he would leave, then we would go try to do chin ups and do what
Got
we
you.
saw him do or whatever. So and I kind of liked it. So I always did pull ups, but I didn't do push ups. I didn't do dips. I just did pull
Yeah.
ups. Always did pull ups. And then I was then I started working out with my cousin and my boy Anthony. We used to go to Planet Fitness. That's when I started trying to learn how to do a handstand and things like that.
Yeah, right.
Then I started doing dips and try to strengthen other things.
Yep.
But I would generally work out by myself all of the time, which I think is important. There's two different dynamics. There's the dynamic of working out by yourself and then working out with groups.
Yep.
In my opinion, and I think what makes Gainbros so great is that all of us are capable of doing everything we're doing by ourselves.
Yeah.
We don't need people. But when you have people, it makes it grander. It makes it better because we push each other and we take it to another level. But if we got to do it by ourselves, that's not a problem. Some people need people, and those are the people that quit.
Yeah.
The people that just stop because they need to do it with somebody.
Yep. I got you. Awesome. I like to hear that. Hey, Action Jackson is just showing up. I'm going to let him in. Cool.
All right, cool.
Here we go. We got a...
All right,
Hey,
there I go. What's going on? There you go.
how are you, man?
Yo,
What's going on? What up? How y'all doing, man?
We're good. We're good. You look like you've just finished a training session, right?
I'm actually in the middle. I'm shortening the gains to holler at y'all. What's up?
Oh, awesome. Yeah, we're just having a chat on getting to know Gusto a bit more as well as the community. And what training session are you doing today, Ray? What's your workout involve?
Right now I'm doing basically 30 down push-ups.
Yep.
Superset with a leg press. This is a different kind of leg press though. I don't know
Okay.
if you can see it.
Yep, I can see it.
So right now that's what I'm up to.
All right. And how far in, how many minutes have you been into your training session so far, Ray?
So far I'm about 25 minutes, 25, 30 minutes.
25 minutes. And how much longer do you reckon you got left?
Probably at least another 30. But because I gotta make it down to one. So and then I gotta do an extra 35. Right now I'm only halfway. I'm up to 15
15.
on the pushes, and this was gonna be my last set of this. Then I was gonna go do maybe squats,
Yeah.
front squats or something.
All right. Well, you better stop talking on the phone then, man, and get to work.
No. I got time. Like I said, answer a few questions, say what's up
All
to the
right.
audience, everybody. Got any questions for me?
I
got a few
do.
minutes.
I do. I want to ask you, why have you stopped doing muscle ups?
You know what? I gained some weight due to COVID, and I think that's a serious risk factor. That how you say the
Health and safety?
the bigger you are, the harder you fall.
Oh, yeah. The bigger you are, the harder you for you.
So not taking those chances, but then now, but on a real note now, I suffer from I had a bicep injury and my shoulder now is aching a little bit. But listen, trust me, I'm gonna be there soon.
Yeah.
I feel
I trust
feel
you.
it. Next month you're gonna see something.
I trust you.
all right.
And I want to ask you, what dirt have you got on Gusto here? What little quirks and things does Gusto do that you think we should know that are maybe off camera stuff? Keeping
Listen,
it PG
he's
though.
like my biggest motivator, man.
Yeah.
Because I got him started. So and now that he surpassed me, I'm playing catch up again. I gotta take him out.
I like that. Got to take him out.
But he's always pushing. Try a muscle up, try this, do that, in the sets.
Yeah.
Always work. And listen, you see him, he out there in the snow, the rain. He's recording,
Yeah.
constantly recording. And I'm horrible with it. Like I gotta stand, and it's just I just get to the workout and I don't record. It's a bad habit. I gotta start just put the camera, record it, and let him send it to him, let him edit it or something. Just record raw because like I be just getting into it. Like right now, I've been doing this.
Yeah.
I'll just get in my mood, listen to my music, and just keep it moving.
Nice. And Ray, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I just turned 41, February 22nd.
Nice, 41. February 22nd. Yeah, not long ago. Awesome. What'd you do for your birthday?
Yeah. What did I do this year? I went to some steak restaurant in Jersey,
Oh.
River something.
I thought you were going to say you celebrated with some workouts or some Gainbros session, something.
No. Hey, I'm trying to. Yo, I did do some sets though. I made sure I did at least 222 reps
Ah,
for my
good.
birthday though.
Good. Did Gus
Try
though?
to
Did you
do
do them?
something.
Did you do them with him, Gus?
No, we did
Nah,
the
I didn't.
we did the New Year thing though. He killed me with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that took all day. I had to recover for like a week.
That 2022 New Year's thing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we did it. I think we did it the day before New Year's, or the
Yeah.
day after. But either way,
Yeah, it was
I
a
still
few
feel
hours
it.
before.
That's
I
awesome.
still feel it.
Still feel it. Cool, man. And is there many people at that gym where you're at? You want to shout out your gym that you train at?
Yeah. I mean, right now I'm in Golds.
Golds.
Hold on, hello, y'all there? It look like I'm froze.
You're.
But yeah, I'm in Golds, Middletown.
Yeah.
But I move around. I'm in Golds, Middletown right now. But I be going to Newburgh. I go to the Planet Fitnesses up here in the Orange County area.
Yeah.
LA Fitness in Jersey. LA Fitness in the Bronx, Brooklyn.
And
Yo, wherever. But until like now, once the weather really starts breaking, I say like by next month, I'll be in the park except for leg day.
be in the park except for leg day. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll start focusing on just straight park workouts except for leg day.
Nice. Awesome. Oh man, well this is cool to have you join in as well with Gusto and to have you here and spend a bit of time with us. So what's your plans for the rest of? Obviously you've got your session, but what's your plans for the rest of the day after today? So we don't hold you
Like
up.
see the same way, like what I'm gonna be doing when it gets hot too. Like the kids got to come to the park with me. Like right now, I'm in the mall, so I pay for them. They in the movie theater, so pretty much once the movie's over, it's time, go home, maybe play some board games with them, do something with the kids, you know.
Beautiful, man.
I try to do a lot, spend time with the kids, man. It's important.
Yeah. How many kids you got, Ray?
I got 3.
3. And boys, girls? What's the
All girls.
all girls?
Yeah,
Beautiful. Man.
ranges from 18 to 10,
Awesome.
and 15-year-old in the middle.
Awesome. And all 3 of them are at the movies at the moment while you're in the gym.
No, just 2 of
Two of
them.
them.
One is at work, two is at
Yeah.
the movies, and one is actually on with their mother. So
That's cool, man. Awesome.
it's a light week today,
Light-
man. Light work.
What are you leg pressing on there? What were you leg pressing on the machine?
Right now this is what is that? 90, 180, 360
360.
plus whatever the plate is. This is, I don't know. That's why when I come to this gym, I try to do my legs. This is a heavy plate, so it's probably maybe I would say probably a little over 400.
Yeah, right.
And after I do this, I'm gonna do some.
Oh, he just dropped out. I was just about to say to him, well, he better get to work because if he's only got about 30 minutes left, then later, bro.
Yeah. Listen, leg day with Ray is serious. He'll go on the leg press. That 30 down
Yeah.
he's talking about, he means it. He does 30 reps with a plate, and then you do 30 body weight squats. Then you add a plate, do 29, and then do
Man.
29. Like you can't walk out when he does leg day, man.
Bloody hell. And he doesn't look. So he was saying he's put on some. He was saying that he's put on some weight, but I'm guessing he was joking, eh? Like it seems to be more to do with his bicep and his shoulder.
Well, he gained
okay.
weight during the
Right.
pandemic. When he was doing muscle ups, he was about like he was probably 250 or
Yeah,
so.
right.
So to see a 250
Yeah.
pound man doing muscle ups is crazy. That's, people say they're too heavy to do it. So when Ray was doing muscle ups, that was like
Yeah.
evidence that anyone can do it because your body is yours. You have to control your body and whatever it may be.
Awesome.
But with a hurt shoulder and bicep, it becomes
Yeah,
difficult.
definitely. Okay. Oh well, no, that's cool. I'm glad he was able to jump in, um,
Yeah, me
and
too. Shout out to
yeah,
Action
shout out
Jackson,
Action Jackson. Thank you for joining us, and
bro.
enjoy your leg session. So back to you, Gusto. Um, I'm interested to hear a bit more about, I guess, your reasons for your fitness journey in particular. And I know you sort of mentioned there haven't about the channel. There's no real sort of specific goals for the channel. It will organically become what it becomes, and that's awesome and evidence of that. And I think that authenticity of the way that you put things out there, it's just real. Like, this is who we are. This is what we're doing. It is what it is. Join us or not. It's fine. Take it or leave it. And we're seeing, yeah,
Perfectly.
and seeing that cool growth in your channel. But for you personally, as an individual, as a father, as a husband, as a person that's just continually trying to improve themselves each day in whatever way, shape, or form that is, physically, mentally, all that sort of stuff, what do you have any specific goals or plans for you that you want to achieve? Do you do that sort of thing? Do you do some sort of, I guess, goal setting from a fitness perspective, not so much the other family stuff that you might have?
I want to be the oldest person to ever muscle
Wow,
up.
nice. Do you know who currently the age of whoever? Because I don't, of the person.
No, I don't know, but he'll die and I'll outlive him.
I love it. That's awesome. That is awesome. And he, you know what? The beauty about this is, it's like the park. That guy doesn't even know that yet. He doesn't even know that you're in competition with him.
And
Yeah,
I'm competing with him. I don't even know who he is. I'm competing
that's cool. Oldest guy to do the muscle up. He's gonna die. You're gonna outlive him. And you're still gonna get that muscle up, and then move on. Then life is good.
Yeah.
All is good. That's awesome. So, all right. What about with that's your training and you were coaching? Sorry. So you said you coached your daughter's baseball team for a bit, and your son's football team. And what else are you coaching? Or what else do you enjoy coaching? Just those two?
That's it. Yeah, I did it. I was an assistant coach for my
Right.
daughter's softball, uh, and I coached my son's football
Yeah.
team for 1 year. And I enjoyed it because I love the game, but I did it to
With your
have that
children.
moment with my children because you
Yeah.
know once it's gone, it's gone. So I would say that to all fathers, to make the sacrifice and take the time to take part in whatever little activity it might be, because when that time passes, it's over, it's gone, and
Man.
that's it. You can't replace those things, so just
That
do it.
is That's beautiful, man. That's great advice. And just hearing you, because it comes through very clear to me anyway, that you and Ray are very family orientated. Just hearing those things. Yeah, people might look at and go, man, they're just spending all their time training. They should be doing this and they should be doing that. But they don't know all the other stuff that's happening. They don't know the sacrifices that have been made, but the time that's also been given. Like you said, you come back and you'll hang out with the kids, do whatever you need to do at home, and then do those things, and then you make time. You make time to be able to fit in your training, look after yourself, because my view anyway, the better and more capable you are and the healthier you are, which obviously you are, the better you're able to give more of yourself to those that you care about and love and who support you. So yeah, that's really beautiful to hear, man. Like, you guys are very family orientated.
Right now, right now, I'm training to beat my grandchildren in basketball until they're at least
That's
16 years old.
that's awesome. Actually, because you said your son is beating or beat you at, but did he have a lucky game? Did he?
Yeah, he beat me already, but I
Yeah,
think I
yeah.
can still take him
You
though.
got to let them have a
You
win
know,
every now and then.
never. You never let them. You never let them win. If when my son beat me, and you can see it on his face, he knew he earned it because it don't come free. If you beat me, you earned it. I will never let my son. That's why he got so good in chess. I would not let him win in chess. We started playing when he was 3 years old. It took him 10 years, but Now he won't let me get a break. And that's how you have to approach life. It's, go
Go
for
for
the
the
gusto,
gusto. I
right?
like it.
I'm gusto. They going for me, man.
Awesome.
They're
I
coming
love
for
that. I
me.
like that attitude and that mentality. Yeah, yeah. I tell my kids that too. The other ones. I said, oh, maybe when I'm 80, you might beat me. It's quite a hard case. You could see their faces. They get it, yeah, and it's just yeah,
Don't let them
yeah.
win, man. Don't do them no good. I remember one year, I forgot what, I think it was, I don't know what it was, but my son got a participation trophy. I didn't even let him take it home. We're not doing that.
That
No
is gold.
participation
That's awesome.
trophies.
Yeah, that's oh man. You either come there's first, second, and third where I'm from and where I grew up, and you don't get a prize or a medal for coming fourth or fifth or because you participated. That's yeah,
Uh,
no, that's
all right,
rubbish.
all right,
I'm so glad. I'm so.
yeah.
Did your wife say? Did your wife have anything to say and say, hey, you should have just let him bring it home?
Nah, she just lets me live. She just, she, she doesn't pay me anymore. She just lets, it is what it
Did
is,
you?
man. You know?
I'm interested. How did that? Did they? Were they handing those out? And did you tell your son to go up there and just slap it and go, get that out of my face, and then walk on?
I should have told him, take it going over the fence. No,
We're
I
not.
said, we out of here. We're not going over there. I think it was a flag football or something. So he's
Yeah,
like, we
you're
out of
not
here,
taking
man.
that participation thing home. Let's go.
Nah. Trophies are earned. I'm from when trophies are
That's
earned.
right. That's right.
You know? There's
Yep.
nothing wrong with losing, but you don't celebrate it. You learn
I
from it.
love that.
You don't learn
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
trophy.
Good advice, man.
So, I'm old school. I believe in
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of old school
I
things.
like that. I agree. So, man, thank you for sharing that, bro. What about what's your diet like, Gusto? What's your who's the cook in the house? Are you the cook? Or is your wife the cook? Or what's the you both cook?
Um,
She cooks. Yep.
she
Yep.
cooks predominantly. I used to cook, but she got so good at it. I
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah,
take
yeah.
that from
I don't
her.
want to deprive her of the
You know?
talent. Let her just keep using it.
No, I want her to shine too. So she does the cooking now.
Yep.
I eat twice a day. Uh, I used to just eat French toast in the morning, and
Yep.
whatever I have for dinner, it is what it is. Now I'm trying to eat a little better in the morning, and then whatever I eat at night. Look, this
Yep.
this is how I used to think about it. Um, if you're gonna train, right? So for me, lifestyle of gains,
Yep.
right? Fitness is a lifestyle. It's hard enough to work out all the time and take all that time. You can't deprive yourself of the joy of
Yep.
eating, right? But if you're gonna eat with common sense. So if you're gonna have a common sense diet and try to out train that diet, it's never gonna work. But
Yeah.
you'll be decent. If you're trying to look like Jesus in shorts, then you should probably eat better, But I just want to be happy. So if I feel like eating
Yeah.
whatever I feel like eating, I'll eat it. But consciously, I'm not gonna want to eat
Yeah.
crazy all the time anyway. So I generally eat well, but resort to the common sense diet. But if Mr. Softy pulls up right now, I'm gonna put you on hold, and I'm gonna go down, and I'm gonna get a double cone with
And
rainbow
then you'll be back up
sprinkles,
here making and you'll be making
and
me
I
feel
won't feel
hungry.
bad.
That's cool. And what's your favorite? Do you have a favorite meal, Gusto? Do you have a favorite meal?
I, I guess
Yeah,
it would be
spaghetti.
spaghetti, right? But I could. It used to be like pollo guisado,
Right.
is like
Okay. Yep.
stewed chicken. I started
Yep.
like enjoying pepper steak a lot. But I would say right now, my
Spaghetti right
my
now.
favorite food
Okay.
is
Awesome.
spaghetti.
That's cool. And when you cook, or when you step into the kitchen and cook, what do you like to cook for the family?
I make rice and chicken, rice and steak,
That's
or spaghetti. That's the menu. Pick one.
I like it.
You get one of those three. Oh, and
Hamburgers.
I can make hamburgers. So those are the four things. That's the menu.
I like it. I like it. Nice and simple, and it'll taste good. And what about so for you? Are you a much of a sweet tooth at all? You mentioned the softies.
Yeah, I have a
Sour
weakness
powers.
for
What are
sour
those, like
powers,
candy or something?
which is
Sugar
like
straw.
a sugar straw of some sort. I used to eat them when I was in the little
And you're
league.
still like, yeah.
When I was a kid. So other than that, not really. I don't. I could walk by Oreos and Chips Ahoy. I could walk by all that stuff because again,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking common sense. Like I know that's no good,
Yeah.
so I'm not really
Strong,
interested in
man. Good willpower.
it. I mean, but that's only because I know that if I want one, I can have one. I'm not punishing myself. If I want it, I'll eat it. So because I guess I can have it,
Yeah,
it's
a good
easier
point.
for me not
Yeah.
to want it.
And when you can't have something, then maybe the cravings maybe show their head a little bit more, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly. For me, it
Nice.
works like
Awesome.
that.
Well, bro, yeah, here we go. Any special shout outs now that we've had some time together here that you might want to mention of anybody that either you're following or that inspires you or that keeps you accountable with regards to your training or even your family? Any special mentions or shout outs that you want to mention before I take some time to acknowledge you and then wrap up our time together?
Well, I'll shout out always Training Day Network. That's the little bro. Check him out. He's an awesome young man, and he's aspiring to do great things. So shout out to Rep Master. He representing Gainbros in Chicago. Obviously Osiris in California, and Mr. Gastra. You interviewed him. I can't pronounce his first name, and he said he was gonna tell me on the video. But what is it?
Yeah, Jibe Gastra. Yeah.
Jibe.
Yeah.
All right. I destroyed it. I Dutch destroyed his name.
You Puerto Rican destroyed his name.
So he been really inspiring me.
Dips.
He just had me doing 1,000 dips. He joined a live, and I was gonna battle Mel, and then he was like, we was like, we didn't know what we were gonna do, and he was like, do 1,000 dips. And, we didn't do it, but the next day he dropped the video and did 1,000 dips. So it made me, on the day I wasn't gonna work out, do 1,000 dips just for, it. So that was pretty awesome, and that's the beautiful thing about the community when things like that occur and happen. So beautiful. Shout out to them.
Thank you for taking the time to acknowledge those people. Training Day Network, Rep Master, Osiris, Jibe Gastra. Great people. Head on.
And Savita Kafu, who just had a baby.
I'll add them into the notes as well, and I'll add a link to their channel with the shout out mention from yourself. And bro, I just want to take some time. It's been about an hour now. I know we had Jackson jump in with us as well, which is cool. But I just want to thank you, Gusto, for taking the time, for accepting the invitation to come on to the podcast to share with us a bit more about who you are, because when I'm looking at you through the lens, I have these questions and it'd be nice to know a bit more. And I know more people within the community have been really enjoying getting to know more about the individuals that make up this incredible community. The way that you go about doing your work, it's raw, it's authentic, it's take it or leave it. It's no nonsense, and it's really powerful. It's helping a number of people, whether they choose to interact or create their own channel, or whether they just choose to drop a comment of support or say thanks for the work that you put there because it's helped them throughout their day and those sorts of things. So I read some of the comments on some of your workouts and particularly on your channel and that sort of thing. And there's always positive, supportive comments and recognition of the work that you put out there. So just want to thank you, bro, for doing all of that, for continuing to do that. Again, for being on this podcast and sharing some of your story about your sweetheart and your children, your incredible children, and the work that they're doing. And we wish you and your beautiful family nothing but success and continued success in all that you do with your own work that you do, and particularly with your lifestyle of gains and that mantra that you continue to try to show through your example each day. So thank you very much, Gusto. Really appreciate you, my friend, and much love and respect.
Thank you. Thank you
All
so
good.
much for inviting me and having me. And I forgot to shout out Reverend Terminator, who really shows us a lot
Big
of love and
Rev,
support.
yes,
And we
yes. I'll make sure
appreciate
I
it.
add him in there too. He is an absolute gentleman. He's an awesome guy. Thank you, Gusto. Appreciated my time with you, man, and all the very best. We'll connect again down the track.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.